either. That was the year of Axie Infinity. We had 300 gamers, and it was just unbelievable. Every minute you slept, maybe you couldn't bring another person on board, or you missed something. So I think 2025 is going to be like that too. I really do believe that.
I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my 2021, I just held.
Did you hold?
Yeah. The shit that I had, and I did. I held a very specific one, and that's what did me. That's what kind of made me my stuff. And then I spent most of 2021 just fucking traveling. So some of those photos that I used to put up in the background before we were putting up the moon shots, those were like all the photos that I took when I used to just do lots of backcountry hiking and camping and stuff. It was awesome.
Sounds like a beautiful time. I mean, sounds like you were having fun during 2021.
Well, hey, maybe that's going to be our 2026, getting to celebrate all the wins from 2025, right?
Absolutely. That's what we are building for. And Uranus might be a big part of that.
So we were talking kind of a little about the origin story of Uranus. Would you like to chime in with your introduction to Uranus?
Uranus, yeah. So I mean, really, the brainchild of Uranus is really the dude, because obviously we're building on base, and what we're building is going to take a little while to come through. And he said, "What if we did a meme coin?" And I said, "Oh, we could do one of those template meme coins. It's not that interesting. Why don't we do something that's in the Titan-X ecosystem? It's the ethos. It's the ethos. So make sure it's fair launch and make sure it's A, B, C, D, and all these different things. But really, I mean, the brainchild of Uranus is the dude. He came up with the idea. We honed it. We had a lot of conversations about Uranus, more than you'd expect."
So, I'm trying to phrase this in my head.
What is Uranus?
When did you first see Uranus? How old were you?
So, I mean, I had this mirror, and I was like holding up. I mean, I've always wanted to do a funny meme coin. I've done meme coins before that weren't funny. They were kind of utilitarian or utility meme coins. Nobody wants that. People want fun things. They want something they can talk about, they can remember, something that's going to be memorable in which they participated in. And we found a way to do reflections. So this is not an OmniChain token, but it is using OmniChain X28 or Ethereum as inputs. So, and we're first on base. If you're not first, you're last.
Reflections of Uranus?
Yeah. Reflections of Uranus, 20%. So after the first 8-day fair launch, on the first minute, the first few seconds of day 9, the LP will be live. And every buy, sell, transfer, every movement of Uranus will help your bag grow 20%, anywhere from 1 to 20%. And if it's anything like our other coins, everyone says crank that thing the whole way up. Forget this 2%, 5%, 10%. We want as much as possible. If we're gonna be diamond hands, we want rewarded, and we are going to reward you handsomely.
Yeah, it's simple. You just diamond hand Uranus and earn. That's all you got to do.
And I heard you talking about. So what happens if you pull out of Uranus?
That's that's when you pay the tax. You pay the tax, and you're feeding everybody else that's in Uranus. So
yeah, it's similar in concept to all these other diamond hands. I mean, the dude is the master of diamond hand. You hold your Element 280 NFTs, you hold your Stacks NFTs, you hold your E369, of which I own all, and the Dragonhorn owns all. The longer you hold, the better off you are. The bigger share you get.
The longer you hold what?
Well, so the longer you hold Uranus, the more share you're going to get, because everyone who holds Uranus during any one of those transfers gets a split of 20%. Will Uranus ever get pegged to $1? Well, if we do, I'll be so right down the street here in Singapore.
Hey, we have a guest, a mystery guest, A guy named Dan Gleesack. Don't know who this is.
Hello, Dan. Hello.
Who could it be?
I fucking wonder who this shit is. What's up, guys? Oh wait, we're on YouTube.
There we are.
We're on
YouTube. Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. My bad. I was either thinking about saying that or singing the song to my favorite Backstreet Boys song. Do you guys know my favorite Backstreet Boys song?
I don't know that song. I don't know that song. What is it?
You don't know I Want It That Way? You never heard that song?
Well, I do know that
You
song.
are my fire, the one desire. When I say, dude, what is it?
Uranus.
What's up, guys? I've been at it surfing, and then I heard you guys on the live stream. The dude doesn't invite me to anything, so I say, you know what? I'm gonna bust open the door. I'm gonna come in and just see what's up. I also got back from the store, so I got some shaving cream. Since we're talking about Uranus, so I don't know what we're gonna do here, but we'll see how this plays out. What's up?
Everyone likes Uranus a different way. Some like to, come in as much as possible at the beginning. Some come in later. Keep it clean. Yeah.
My bad. But yeah, like I said, guys, what's up?
Well, before you came on, the dude was telling me that if I pull out of Uranus, I actually feed Uranus, and it's this weird contradiction, but. I don't know. Reflections of Uranus. It's a thing.
Yeah, that's like
20%. We crank that thing way up.
That's like a brain twister. That's like a brain twister. You know what I'm saying? Dang. You just left me with something to think about, and I'm going to think about this all night before I go to bed. So.
Yeah. Well, you got 8 days. The nice thing is, you actually only have 7 days now, but you got 7 days to consider. How much Uranus do you want? How much do you want?
Yes, sir.
I mean,
all right. Go ahead.
You can ease into it, or just do a full plunge into Uranus, like just whatever you prefer. It really is.
No warning whatsoever. Just straight into Uranus.
Make sure you have some shaving cream too.
Make sure.
But be careful. Be careful with blades. You really don't want to cut Uranus. It would be really bad.
I mean, after the men phase, there will be lots of burning of Uranus.
There will be. There will be. The dude.
Well, Uranus.
He likes to crank those tokenomics up. Like, how high can we burn? Can we burn 200%? Well, maybe we can't play 200%. How about 50%? How about 50%? So
would you say maybe has a plug or a cap?
So
how does that work?
So there will be a cap supply.
Is Uranus just wide open and inflating into infinity? I mean, what?
So there was an interesting conversation about flare. Like one of the founders is doing flare, and I believe is that Smooth and Crypto.
Yeah.
And Smooth and Crypto said, could there be some kind of collaboration between like flaring Uranus? Well, there's always room for collaboration. Yeah, always room.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Flaring Uranus.
Flaring Uranus.
I mean,
he came
I
up
don't know
with
if you guys did that in college, but if you do it wrong, you get a little singe there. All right, comes right back in. So you got to be real careful about flaring Uranus. It's
you got to know what you're getting into.
This stream. I don't know why you were even acting like whatever you said was going to get me flagged on YouTube. This entire stream's flagged, every moment of it. The moment it's done, they're going to just send me a message and go, "We're never advertising with you ever again."
Listen. This is like a throwback to the 2020 election right now. What we're talking about, it is what it is. I'm just kidding.
They can't handle Uranus. They really can't.
Oh yeah. So I'm really curious. We got meme coins. As you guys know, I love shit coining. My IQ is probably below 53. It is what it is, and we got base. Base is king. Meme coins. What was the inspiration behind Uranus on base on top of X28?
I'm gonna let Dude take it away because Dude is the inspiration of Uranus. I mean, he came up with it, and it was instantly hit. Like
Please tell me he was sitting on the toilet when he had this inspiration.
He looks like an NASA guy.
No. I just love space. And Uranus is just an interesting place to be. Like it just, I mean, it just made sense. You know, when you've got those like good ideas and you're like, fuck yes, that's what I want. You know, the second I thought about Uranus, I said, fuck yes. You know, that is, I'm in Uranus.
We're in. We're locked in. We're locked in.
All right. So. I like that. Now, let's break down. So we got Uranus launching on top of X-28 on the base ecosystem. In your opinion, how is this going to affect the entire Tinex ecosystem as a whole from this launch?
I mean, we're here to kickstart it.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead, dude.
Yeah, we're here to just get the party kickstarted, really is what it is. And the default mint option is with ETH. So we're just going to spread Uranus across base and like just get everybody's attention. And
Uranus is going to party.
And yeah, and like they don't need to know what X-28 is off the top. Like they can just hop in, just ape into Uranus with ETH, and just make this easy onboarding. That's what we've been talking about for ages. You know, what X-28 needs is easy onboarding. So you can slide right into Uranus super easy. It's like that's the whole design. So
on board with Uranus.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah, and then like once they start getting into the community, that's when they can start learning about, oh, what is X-28? How is all this? And we can explain, you know, what we represent, which is fair launch. And that's what I'm really pushing with Uranus is this is, you know, like we're done fighting the sniper bots and all this PvP. Like you now have 8 days to learn everything there is about Uranus and get in at your own, you know, pace. So,
and get ready to party in Uranus.
Love it.
Oh yeah, massive party. Right. There's a massive party in Uranus.
Yeah,
the party won't stop in Uranus.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, you know, Goo God. I know Goo God's a huge fan of the Uranus meme coin project. It's one of his favorites across the board. I know he's watching this, so just want to give him a little help. But I think the big point I'm trying to get across is for those of you who are not new in the Tinex ecosystem, I'm talking about the OGs. Main point is you're gonna get a little bit more buy side liquidity on X28 on base. Yep. It's going to activate the system, and in my opinion, it's just going to burn more Tinex. So it's a net positive as a whole, and will kickstart things. And I'm really excited, man. It's going to be awesome to be shitcoining with you guys, shoulder to shoulder on base. We are going to conquer this kingdom. Everybody knows I'm the king of Miggles. It is what it is. If you got a problem, then you can fuck off. Oh, wait, sorry.
You just, it's too much for Uranus sometimes. I don't know. Maybe not. Is there such thing as too much for Uranus?
No,
I think Uranus can take it. I think it can.
You're on mute, James. Uranus just gets him excited. It's totally understandable. I think a lot of people are going to get that way.
Everyone's just trying to hold it all in right now.
Do you want me to show off the documentation real quick, just so everyone, you know, just. So
I've never thought anyone would ask me if I want to see the documentation on Uranus. I never thought that would ever be possible. Do you want to see documentation on Uranus?
Uranus is the future.
Is there?
Yeah. Let me go ahead and I can share.
Let me share.
Share Uranus.
Uranus is floating through space right now, just waiting for a party.
Oh, can't find Uranus. Where? Come on.
Uranus. I don't want to be disappointed.
Oh, the future is bright for Uranus. There it is. There it is.
All right. Uranus has a white paper.
Yep. First things first, audited. That's what the Titan X ecosystem brings to the table. Everything we do is audited. Yeah, like very simple. 8-day mint phase, mint it 1-to-1 with X28. If you don't have X28, we'll take ETH as well. Super simple. And so it's always 1-to-1 from whether you get in day 1 or day 8. It's all fair launch. So that's what I'm saying. You can just, you don't have to FOMO into Uranus. You've got 8 days, which actually we've launched yesterday. So you got 6 days, 18 hours to get into Uranus.
I mean, I know you say don't FOMO into Uranus, and this is not financial advice, but I would go as hard into Uranus as you possibly can. Not financial advice.
It's the first meme coin. Like, and everyone always, what is the first of anything always is just, it's exciting to people. You know, the first Bitcoin that was mined, that's very, very popular. When Titan X first came out, Titan X was the first in Titan X. Everything about the first. You know, one of my good friends, Rudy, the first NFT collection, Titan Legends. Just being first and being innovative it's just the way to go. And as you can see, the party is in Uranus. The memes write themselves. You know, we're using these wonderful new tools, ChatGPT and Dolly and everything like that. Dolly and ChatGPT has a sense of humor. It has a white paper. So Patty the Irishman, Uranus has a white paper. Oh yes, it does. Triple ply, softest white paper in the known galaxy.
Lordy. What are the I guess you want to talk about the LP for Uranus?
Yeah, the second the 8-day mint phase is over, the first LP will be live with X28 and Uranus. And then very soon after, we're going to expand that LP to the other Omni-chain tokens with HLX, Baby Dragon X, E280 scale. Like Uranus will just keep spreading. It's just gonna, like, the LP web of Uranus will always be growing. And that's, I mean, as you guys know already, like that's good for Uranus. That creates volume, and the people that are diamond handing Uranus are earning from this LP web that we're gonna have. Plus, it's, you know, bonded with X28. You know, we're all bullish on the Titan X ecosystem and what it can do for your tokens. So,
you know, yeah. I made a joke earlier about aping. It's a joke. You don't have to ape into Uranus, but yeah. You know, if you want to dip your toe into Uranus, that might not be a bad idea.
Isn't there something called Rule 34 on the internet? If there is some type of, you know, fetish about something, it's on the internet. So somebody's already thought about it. I think it's called Rule 34. And yeah, so toes in Uranus. Yeah, dipping your toe in Uranus. Betcha there's a website for it. I'm not going to go there, but Rule 34.
Well, that put a real bizarre fucking thought in my head, as if this whole fucking thing hadn't. But yeah, you started making me think that, like, I want to have my hand, or maybe all my fingers in a bunch of cookie jars. So yeah, you know, if I want to put my finger in Uranus, maybe I will. You know, I mean, it's kind of up to me. I don't know.
Yeah. This live stream's going south real quick. I love it.
Uranus is south.
Listen, I thought I was out of control, man. James over here, dude. I'm just kidding. I love you, dude.
We really are. The first time I heard about Rule 34 was a couple years ago. I was at a buffet. I was at this breakfast buffet over in Singapore, downtown, and somebody said something off color, as adult males often will, and they said something about margaritas and like something strange like that. And I said, has anyone heard of Rule 34? And one guy at the table, he said, all right, I know all about you that I need to now. Rule 34. Check out Wikipedia. Rule James, 34 is an internet meme.
All I need to know about you. You just told me that in the middle of the buffet, you just went, hey, does anyone know about Rule 34?
I literally said it that loud. Because this place had pictures of Bloody Marys.
Wait.
I wasn't there for the buffet. I was there for the pictures of Bloody Marys. So according to Wikipedia, a reliable source on the internet, Rule 34 is an internet meme which claims that some form of pornography exists concerning every possible topic. And this is called Rule 34. And it literally just came to me just all of a sudden. I wasn't gonna bring up Rule 34, but
question.
Well, thank you for doing it. Appreciate
question.
It.
I got so many questions. Yeah. So Singapore, don't they throw you in jail for jaywalking?
So Singapore is a very strict country. You know, like chewing gum. You can't buy gum in Singapore. You're allowed to bring one pack of gum with you, which generally when I travel in and out of Singapore, I always do bring one pack of gum. The key is Lee Kuan Yew created Singapore out of a very slice of Malaysia many years ago. And he decided that English was going to be the spoken language, and he was going to run it like a military camp. You know, very strict, no littering, no chewing gum. If you can say no to something, it was no before yes. And it's a very clean country, no corruption with the politicians. You know, that's why I live here. I mean, I live here for the economics. You know, a lot of HQs for companies are there. It's very crypto friendly. Another great reason to be in Singapore. So,
James.
Yeah. All kinds of reasons.
The Super Bowl starting soon, man. What does this have to do with Uranus?
Wait, but just real quick, I just want to say Singapore and Rule 34 do not go together. All right, let's talk about Uranus.
They do. They don't. And I do have to be. I mean, I'm fully doxxed. And all those types of things. However, you can talk about what you want, but you just need to be respectful about it. You know, you don't talk bad about the government. Even if you post something on Facebook, there's somebody posted something on Facebook that was a little off color. The government actually went to his office and drove to his house, picked up his passport, and they put him on a plane. They sent him right out. So you do have to be careful what you talk about.
Like YouTube.
Shout out to the Singapore government. You guys are awesome. Please don't deport me from America.
Good Lord. All right. As if Uranus was not enough. Can we not talk about pornography or deportations? Rule 34. We are on YouTube, for God's sakes. I don't want to lose everything.
We do not want you to lose everything.
Just take down the video after it's done. Take it down right after the live stream.
Good Lord.
We can help you edit things out, you know, but if you edit that out, there'll be very little left.
No. Hey, this is how bad YouTube is. I had a really good stream with Brandon Davis, where we talked about just basically him and everything he's done in the ecosystem and Morpheus and Switch and all that. And the verse came on and he said, the only thing he said, COVID. Bam! As soon as the fucking stream was done, I got a notification that said, this thing is not getting advertised. We're not putting it up. You can send the link out, but that's it. And I was like, holy shit, what happened? We had a perfect stream. I rewatched it. And that was it. But that's how it's real time analyzing the fucking the stream. So
I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're fine. But like I can't even let it post. We'll have to delete it.
Well, there's no COVID in Uranus, so no worries, guys. Like
yeah.
Uranus is clean. So
it's perfectly clean. It's absolutely clean. You know,
look, there's no problem with Uranus, so we can bring it back to Uranus all day long. That's no big deal.
Let's take it back.
All
right, sorry, off track. You're literally on the third line of the white paper of Uranus, and that's how far I started the sidetrack, and then maybe someone else.
Derail. I think the word is derail. You are the
I think there's a new king of derailing. I don't know. I think I might be getting dethroned here.
50% of what is used to mint Uranus goes to buying and burning Uranus. So the party really isn't going to start until the 9th day when we create this LP and the buy and burn gets kicked off. That's when the party starts in Uranus. And then 42% of that is also being used to create all this thick liquidity. Yes, Uranus is gonna have thick liquidity, just spewing everywhere.
Is Uranus going to merge with Pulse Chain at any point? Someone just wrote that.
Probably not. I think Uranus is a base maxi. No.
I just thought that was funny.
So yeah. So in its current form, it won't be going over to Pulse Chain. However, if we do well, we love Pulse Chain. I was on Pulse Chain before I got into Titan X, and had a blast over there. There's a lot of innovation over there. There's a lot of interesting DeFi happening over there. In fact, Blastar is where I first got my interest in reflections. So Blastar was a game that Elon Musk created when he was age 14. He sold it for like 50 or 60,000 bucks. And they had this little game on there, and the reflections on Blastar, 30%. 30%. You could make a ton when people sold, but on Pulse Chain, you had to claim your pulse, which is fine. You know, it's pennies. But with our reflections, we decided to make it super easy. So Uranus will just arrive into your wallet without you even knowing it. It'll slide right in there every single transaction. Uranus will grow without you even knowing it.
Wow, that's legit. Gunner Boat and Boss Man, all statements and questions are going to have to use the word Uranus in them to come up on screen. So if you have any questions about Uranus, please include that in there. But I think someone did want to know if you can stake Uranus at any point. You know, will there be stakes in Uranus?
At this point, we don't have a staking mechanism. What we like sustainability. So if we can, and there's going to be a lot of meme coins on Base. There's in the Titan ecosystem and outside the Titan ecosystem. The dude is a genius. I tell him that all the time. Surprised his head can even fit through the door at this point. If we can find a way that there is another meme coin that can have sustainability and be a staking mechanism, be staking rewards. Possibly the X28 that's minted could be used for that. You never know. We love staking as well. We love it.
I wasn't saying shut up to you. I was saying shut up because I was looking up this statement to see if it was real. Do you know Uranus actually has 28 moons? X28.
I know.
I just looked it up. That's legit. Wow. It has Uranus has 28 moons. X28.
Listen, the dude is the reincarnation of Nikola Tesla. I'm calling it right now. After he launches a pump fund, he's going to launch a layer 2. That's my prediction. Lock it in.
That's legit.
The numbers.
That's my reaction. That's my reaction to finding out that someone who I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's legit. What? It's actually true? Shut up. That's what I do every fucking time.
Incredible.
It's an incredible fact about Uranus that I never knew.
Hey, real quick. So
Ariel, Umbriel, Titania, Oberon. These are fantastic names for coins. So who was that brought that up? I'd like to send you a gift. Who was that brought that up? Can you bring them back up again?
Hang on. Yep. Right here. Mr. Clint,
one of my best friends in 3rd grade, many years ago. So Clint, what I would like you to do is go to Pump Uranus. So go to Pump Uranus and send us a message. So just take a little screenshot there. I am Clint, and I knew a fact. Uranus has 28 moons, and it's connected to X28. You are going to get a great gift when Uranus goes live. Be on the lookout because some Uranus is coming your way. All right.
Love it. Hey, so just let's talk about the significance of the LPs. Having multiple LPs across Titan X ecosystem tokens, or in this case, X28 tokens. How is that going to impact the project? And what do you think this means for Uranus?
So I like everything about growth for LPs, and the dude, once again, is one of the masters of LP webs. So the more liquidity we can have for Uranus, the more volume, the more bots are going to get in there and be trading back and forth. Bots don't care what the tax is. If the bots can make 50 cents or $1, they'll go out there all day long and continue making it for their owners. So the bigger we can make this LP web, the better for everyone, especially the holders.
You want bots in Uranus?
They don't even need to know anything about Uranus. It's just a quick in and out. You know, like they don't stay long. It's just
bots.
Reminds me of my date last weekend. But anyways,
it'll be a quick in and out, and in the process, they are rewarding holders.
Uranus.
Yeah. So you enter Uranus and stay there. And then as bots go in and out rapidly, like on base, gas is super low. So you're going to see just nonstop bots entering and exiting and rewarding you for just hanging out in Uranus. Like it's so easy. It's so easy to do.
I never thought I would ever be rewarded for hanging out in Uranus.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Yeah. We're here to break new ground. We're here to break new ground
in Uranus
and reward.
We're gonna break new ground in Uranus.
I learned so much from this stream. I love it.
God. I'm dying.
You guys are geniuses. I love it, man. Moons of Saturn, Uranus, Rule 34. Love it, guys. Good stuff.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
I think, but here's the main take I'm just trying to get across. Yep. When you have X28 has an increase in volume on base, holding this type of reflection token, it's going to be a reflection of that increase in volume. So you have the opportunity to earn dividends. This is what made Alien, Enki, PTGC so successful on Pulse Chain. That was the main thing I'm trying to get across here. So when you look at a tax token, there's a bad stigma for everyone outside of Pulse Chain. Pulse Chain is the king of the tax token.
Yes, sir.
But there's a good chance that with Uranus coming on, and then what we're seeing with X28 and all these Titan X tax tokens, we will see a replication of the system. And there's a good chance that many people on base will be turned over to the reflection tokens. Everybody thinks of safe when they hear reflection tokens. That's why they stay away. So the goal of Uranus, in my opinion, is to convert non-believers into believers. And that conversion is the upside and the speculation, and that is the value. Boom, baby. Crypto 101 from Chaos Chris, IQ 53. Go.
Love it. Love it. Hey, 5 + 3 = 8. Love it. Hey, by the way, Hex to Mars, this is actually a moon of Uranus. That's actually one of them. So that's I wanted to highlight actually the moons of Uranus. So there you go. There's one of them. Hey, would you help a novice out? They have X28, but they're over on ETH. What do they need to do to get into Uranus and like really into Uranus? What do they need to do?
It's go to the easiest place I always point people to is Titan X Hub, because you have all of the official links. But go to the X28 website and bridge your X28 from ETH to base. And you're going to need to bridge over a little bit of ETH as well for gas money. But base is crazy cheap. You need like $1 will take you hundreds of transactions. So you really don't need much ETH. And then from there, you can take X28 on your base, on base to Uranus and mint. Super simple.
I did it both ways. So I also bridged. And Jake's been making improvements on his bridge, on the layer 0 bridge. So now there's a countdown. Now you get to see how long it takes your X28 to get over there. It's seconds, 100 seconds, 200 seconds, and your X28 on ETH is all of a sudden over there. Or if you just say that you don't have any X28, you're not even sure what this thing is. If you have Ethereum over on base, just go on over to Uranus28.win and just start minting. You got a couple $100, whatever, one whole ETH. You can actually mint Uranus with only having ETH. You don't have to know anything about the Titan X ecosystem. You can learn about that later, and we will teach you. We have a new Telegram we just created. You can stop in there. We are very chain friendly. We are not chain maxis. We believe everyone should get a chance, not just at Uranus, but learn about other chains also well.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that's what Verse is talking about as far as like we're by bonding to X28, we're getting all of the pros to what X28 has to offer without you even having to worry about exactly what that is. Like you really, all you have to do is just hop in Uranus and chill.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And just another big thing I also want to throw out, a project like this is launching at a local bottom of Titan X and X28. So in my opinion, there is a huge opportunity, and these types of projects are going to be the gems. So, all jokes aside, I know we keep talking about the planet and stuff, and it's a funny live stream, and we set up a bunch of crazy stuff. But the main point I'm trying to get across is this is a meme coin being launched atop of X28 at the bottom tie in X. That should be enough to get the point across.
You don't have to make light of Uranus. It is a serious subject sometimes. It's okay.
It is. It's a very large gas planet, one of the largest ones, one of the furthest ones out. And people talk about moonshots all the time. A moonshot's amazing, but imagine going to Uranus. Imagine if we go to Uranus. The price action potential on that is hundreds of times further away than the moon, maybe even 1,000 times further away. So all good things about Uranus, all good things. We could think of no downsides.
Yep. You could think of no downside to as many people in the world in Uranus as possible.
No downsides at all, because everybody gets a piece of Uranus. Everyone gets their own piece. Their own piece of Uranus.
And part of the tax, so we do have the reflections, which I think are massive for people in Uranus, but there's also a burn mechanism. Every transfer burns Uranus. And so we have the LP wallet where it's growing Uranus wider, but at the same time burning it and shrinking Uranus. So it's like you get the shrinkage and the growth of Uranus simultaneously. Like
I can't even wrap my head around that people are going to be in Uranus. There's going to be growth of Uranus. You're going to burn Uranus. Uranus is going to shrink. I'm like, there's so much going on here. Good Lord, Uranus is going to be legendary. Everyone is going to know about Uranus when this is done.
And we will
but don't get overwhelmed. Like it's super simple. It's super simple. Like you really don't have to do anything. You just hold. You just diamond hand Uranus, and everything else is automatic. All these benefits of being bonded with X28, with increasing the liquidity and all the burning, all that stuff, you don't have to do anything. It's automatic. Just hold Uranus.
Okay, we're just going to leave that there. We're not going to read it out loud or acknowledge it. We're just going to say that it's there. Good job, Mello.
Mello's always got something clever to say. Always.
Moving on from Uranus. Okay, we got to wrap this up here in the next about 10 minutes here. So
okay, sure.
Got the let's kind of get through here.
Got the Super Bowl coming.
Yeah. I mean, look, Uranus is going to be on all of our minds during the Super Bowl. We know that. It's okay. So, I mean, you're going to tell your mom about Uranus. You're going to tell your dad about Uranus. I don't know if you should really talk to your wife or your girlfriend about Uranus that much. She may not quite understand it, but if she wants to get into Uranus too, hey man, more power to her.
Hey, you don't have to worry about that. Most bros in crypto do not have girlfriends, so we'll be all good with that type of stuff.
No girlfriend in 2025. No girlfriends in 2025.
We'll get girlfriends when we get the bag in 2026. That's how this goes. So it is what it is.
Right.
Don't skip leg day.
Yeah, Mike Dean, don't skip leg day, man. That's why you're sick. All right. I hope you learned your lesson.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay, should we wrap it up? This was a hilarious and fascinating and intriguing conversation about Uranus that I really never thought I would ever have. I wonder if I can get YouTube to translate and figure out how many times we have said Uranus on this stream.
Well, just do the transcript. Just click that button that says transcript, and we will do everything for you. So, we're going to do open clips. We take care of these for our favorite streamers, of which all of them are our favorites. We love all of our children equally. We will use Opus, and we will clip up those, and we'll even count how many Uranus were even said. Maybe there'll be a contest of some type.
But might be better. That'd be interesting. Do like a, like fucking
guess
how many times. Yeah. Like guess the jelly beans or whatever. Yeah.
I was literally thinking the same thing.
All right. I don't know why we're thinking about jelly beans in Uranus, but whatever. It is what it is. All right. Let's go around the horn. Let's go around the horn of Uranus. Dude.
Yeah, I just Uranus 28.win. You've got just under 7 days, so take your time, read the white paper, and just ease into Uranus. You know, just there's no rush. You've got time. But yeah, like the bonding with X28, this is massive. So check it out.
James?
Yeah, certainly. So at first, we thought, let's keep this simple. So we thought, why don't we just create a topic within the Baby Dragon X Telegram? But then the dude had a great idea. Not everyone knows what Baby Dragon X, not everyone cares what Baby Dragon X is. We have just launched a brand new Uranus Telegram. So now you can go in there, and now it's fully Uranus, everything Uranus. There's memes in there. There's going to be, Q&A that we'll have mods in there. So that I believe it's posted on our Pump Uranus X. So please give us a follow, give us the retweets, the likes, all those types of things to help us get the algorithm out there. We appreciate all of you. Titan X changed my life. It's changed a lot of people's lives. I know it's changed everyone's life on this stream right here. And it's just fantastic what you can do. It's just fantastic. You can build things, and it's good for the community. The community knows exactly what they're getting. They know the percentages. They know the lock liquidity. So I'm happy to be here, and thanks for jumping on this thing, especially during Super Bowl starting up, Mo. And good to see you, Dan. I can't remember last time I had a stream with you. I'm not even sure I've ever had one. But it's great to speak to you in person.
Hats off to you, James. Appreciate that, man. Mr. Dan Gleesack, would you like to add some comments about Uranus before you go?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's just another beautiful day in the Matrix, guys. Please do me a favor. Follow James, follow the dude, and follow the Mo. Some of the hardest working content creators, builders, and developers in the space. This is awesome. Live stream. We talked about Uranus. A lot of laughs, a lot of jokes, but ultimately at the end of the day, this is going to be a meme coin built on top of X28, on top of base, and it's going to be changing the game. In my opinion, this is a project I think everybody should consider supporting. And guys, please follow me at TheVerse369. And the last thing I'll leave you guys with, the real GMO, you are my spirit animal. And one day I want to grow up to be you and have like girlfriends, a Lambo, and all sorts of money problems and all sorts of stuff. See you guys in the next one.
Cheers.
You're an absolute legend, sir. Just remember, guys, everything in life, really, from here on out, it might just start with Uranus. Crypto
Uranus is going to change people's lives. I think it's going to change lives.
Yeah, Uranus. Hey, imagine being a millionaire because of Uranus. I mean, there are people that are like that, but it's not many in life. You could be one of those ones. All right.
I got a crazy question. So Dan Gleesick, are you actually the verse there behind this, behind the glasses? Is Dan Gleesick like, because I know you have a lot of guests on and your voice very much sounds like the verse, but is this the verse or are you like one of his famous guests?
No. I'm actually better than that verse. That guy, Chaos Chris, he's a loser. He's a loser. Don't follow him. He's the ugliest dude I've ever met. And remember that. I'm Dan Gleesack and I'm better than him. Peace out.
Peace out, my friend.